Hey, how y'all doing, baby? Made it through the week. It is Friday. It is Viernes, buddy. It's Viernes Pilos. Happy Friday, everybody. It's Beer and Bud Friday, buddy. So let's break out the beer. Let's get that out of the way before this beer warms up anymore. Opening that with my lucky San Antonio beer opener. So spark that butt up, take a nice good hit, and cheers to you, baby. Oh, that's good and cold. I had to forego the bourbon today. It seems last Friday. That's good tasting bourbon there, Eric. And I went upstairs after I uploaded my rant and everything. I was supposed to end up on the Bob Kincaid show Friday on the front porch with Bob Kincaid on Horn Radio. And I was sitting there looking at some of the news, trying to share it to everybody, and add a little bit more of that bourbon because it really tasted pretty good, and that's the last thing. I crapped right out in my recliner, fell asleep, and I missed Bob's show. My wife woke me up later and said, "Hey, are you coming to bed?" No, she woke me up for Bill Maher, and so I got to watch Bill Maher, and then we went to bed. So I'm going to be on the front porch with Bob Kincaid tonight, so I got to lay off the bourbon. I'll have a beer, and yeah, that's right. Y'all blow it this way, baby. Anyway, what's going on? Let's get the mail out first. Let me see. I got two. First one, I went to the post office and got a box out of my mailbox, and when I came out to my truck, I stuck my fingernail in there and ripped down this side there and got in there. And the minute I opened that box up, there was a smell, and it was a familiar smell to me. And what it was beef jerky, baby. And it came from Douglas Tominskas from, I call him Dewey, from Midland, Texas. And he says on there, don't get hooked on this stuff. And that is beef jerky, baby, the way they make it in Texas. And there's a little hook. He says, don't get hooked on this stuff. I don't think he was talking about the little hook. Right out of where he cures that, there's that little hook right there. And that is, man, I'm telling you, that is some tasty beef jerky. My kids are enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. And that'll go so good with that. Now I done put a piece of jerky in my mouth. We'll take care of that. Dewey, just enough pepper in there, baby. That was good and spicy. I like that. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Y'all could swing by there and take a look at mytexasjerky.com. I guess he sells that online or something. I'm sure glad he sent me some because it's going to last a while. I went today, and there was a package in my mail, and it came from Zach Hendricks up in Boston, Massachusetts. Zach is heavily into music. Zach is a musician, not heavily into music. He is a musician. And he sent me, came in this, this is really nice. My kids, it's a pair of headphones. It's studio monitor headphones, Sony, and they pull out like this. They're the kind that cover your ears. And Zach, buddy, these beat my headphones that I was listening to before. As a matter of fact, I don't hardly listen to music with my headphones that I had because it's better to hear it through the stereo that I can hear it. But baby, when I plugged these things in, the first one I went to listen to was The Tower by Zach Hendricks. And then I listened to Tales of the Ferryman. And the quality coming through there, I was just amazed. They're professional headphones. I moved on to a little My Music. It's a Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong, and listened to a little, some of my music. I worked my way up into, right up into some good old rock and roll, and I was really digging it because the the sound was so distinctive, and it's so much better. Zach, I appreciate it very much, buddy. I'll be using them tonight, as a matter of fact. So when I go on the Bob Kincaid show there, if anybody farts, I'll probably be able to hear them right there, and I'll call them out for it. No, I'm just joking. Anyway, I really appreciate the gifts. That they mean so much to me. That jerky's not going to last long. My 2 kids have already delved into it, so I've got to stake out my claim and make sure I get my share. Zach, I spent a lot of time this morning listening to my music. It was so relaxing. I had to get my mind back into the game after that. Anyway, that's the mail, and I appreciate it all. So what's going on with Friday? Well, I can't say this is a great Friday. We all know what happened. They've got the vote, baby. They've got the vote. They all came out there and spoke and all that shit. They've got the vote. Brett Kavanaugh will be confirmed as a Supreme Court judge, and there ain't a damn thing anybody can do about it. And as a matter of fact, that's exactly the attitude they're taking. Told you beer makes me burp. Anyway, after seeing that, what bothers me, I'm going to try to stick with my notes. There I go again. The thing that bothered me first off was when that report from the FBI came back and we find out that it was, well, they were talking about how limited it was, the scope that it can contain, the people that they could talk to. There was a lot more witnesses that weren't spoken to that are not on that damn list, but we're not going to know about it because there was one copy provided. Now think of this bullshit. It went to the White House. The White House says, oh shit. Send it over there, but only one copy in one room. One senator at a time could go in there and look at the shit. Not trying to hide anything or anything. They're being all out in the open. Are you shitting me? That was the first thing that bothered me about this crap. Really? Only one copy? They'd want to make damn sure nobody leaks this document. So that leaves us all wondering what the hell it said. But like I said, we're never going to know. Jeff Flake is a yes vote. Lisa Murkowski is going to vote no, she says. Joe Manchin, West Virginia Democrat, is voting yes. That bothered me right there because I don't want to get into Joe Manchin shit, but it tells me that no, this battle is not worth his seat. He's up for re-election in West Virginia. So, what is his constituents going to do there? So he caved. He's going to vote. I think all of us knew he was anyway. That bothers me, though, because we have to make a stand, and then one of our own, a Democrat, that is supposed to believe in the same things that we believe in, votes yes. Susan Collins is a yes vote. But that's not all. Susan Collins sat up there for 45 minutes on the Senate floor, and I listened to all 45 minutes of it. Susan Collins was not explaining why she was going to vote yes. Susan Collins was standing up there explaining to the world and the United States and everybody else just exactly why the Republicans are going to vote yes. The cover. She's the mouth today. She's the one that's going to stand up there and give the big, long speech. She started out by blaming the Democrats and how immediately, as soon as even before his name came out, there was Democrats that were going to stand up and oppose his nomination. And then when he was nominated, they came out of the woodwork, all of it. I do remember Mitch McConnell, just shortly after Obama was elected, standing out there telling all of his Republican buddies that they will filibuster and obstruct everything he does. They filibustered 79 judicial nominees. Filibustered. In your face. We're going to keep talking until you're just tired of listening to us. There won't be a vote. You have to listen to me. They did that over and over and over again. They delayed. They obstructed. Merrick Garland didn't stand a chance. A judge that had been recognized by the Republicans as being a good judge for the court, was denied a hearing by Mitch McConnell with every kind of sad excuse you could think of. They didn't really give a shit. He came out and told you no. He will not. Obama will, as soon as Scalia died, Mitch McConnell came out within 2 hours, I think it was, and made the comment that Obama will not make a nomination to replace him. And he held to that shit. And they held it right up to get Neil Gorsuch on the court. That was touche number one, baby. That's in your face number one. That's in your eyes. And then they do it with this one. They changed the filibuster rule. We can't filibuster anymore because the Republicans changed the goddamn rule. Because that's how they do it. They used that rule the whole time Obama was there. And then as soon as Donnie gets, they changed the rules. So he's going to be on the court, baby. He's going to be on the court. And they are selling this shit. Donnie started with it. That this is the age of beware men. Yeah, the attack is the men are getting attacked. Women are going to come out all over the woodwork now and come out with accusations against innocent men. That's what the line is that they're trying to sell. That's the message that they've got now. Forget the Me Too women. They're all lying. Of course, that's Donnie's MO from the beginning. And he was standing out. He was at his little hate rally. And he said, Al Franken folded like a wet rag. The accusations against Al Franken were mild. They were minuscule as compared to the allegations against Brett Kavanaugh or the allegations against your own president. That lying piece of shit that sits in our house who told you, no, I didn't have sex with the porn star. Well, how come she could pick your pecker out of a lineup, Donnie? Let's whoop it out, Donnie boy. Let's see if she's right. No. Never mind. I don't want to see that disgusting goddamn thing. But that's Donnie's thing. Deny, belittle the woman, demean them. Run along, little lady. This time it's, oh yeah, we gave you your story. And then Susan Collins sat up there. Oh yeah, I believe she had it. Something happened to her somewhere, but she couldn't remember this and she couldn't remember that. So you can't listen to that. You can't listen to all this other stuff. And we tried, but Brett Kavanaugh, sing me a song. She was up there selling the whole damn ball of wax. Calling him everything in the book except Saint Brett Kavanaugh. And that's coming, baby. As soon as he gets in there, baby. Things are coming up. Healthcare, yeah, pre-existing commissions. Up your butt, baby. They'll shove it up your butt. Yeah, the healthcare, Citizens United, Roe v. Wade, separate sovereignty. You bet your ass can extend his powers to pardon his little minions that are going to go swept up in this shit. They just stack the court in their favor. That's what the Republicans do. They gerrymander. They keep people from voting. They cheat. They lie. They steal. Whatever the hell they do, the ends justifies the means. That's what we was talking about the other day. They don't care what they do. It's in your face. Libtards. That's what they are. That's what we are, man. To them, pansies, liberals. That's what they're selling. They're deplorable little beasts out there. So yeah, that's the message, baby. Susan Collins laid it out pretty clear. If you get sexually harassed or sexually attacked, you better document the shit out of it. You better take a picture of his pecker. You better get the license plate. Who was there? Take pictures of them. Or your chances of being believed have just been diminished. According to Susan Collins. She really just sat up there and laid it on thick. No proof, she says. No, just... She went on about how he's going to be an unbiased judge. Are you shitting me? Did you see him in front of the judiciary? in your ass. Stick it to you, Democrats. It's all a Clinton conspiracy. It's the left. It's the evil left that has come out. You think he's going to be unbiased on the court? I don't think so. He's going to be a partisan hack. He's going to protect this president from whatever Mueller's got coming, I guess. When his case goes to the Supreme Court, and you damn well bet your ass it's going to go to the Supreme Court. They filibustered over 500 times. 79 judicial nominations were filibustered by this disgusting puke of a man they call Mitch McConnell, a little turtle from Kentucky, who did everything he can. And he is the main brains of this shit. You think Donnie's got brains? I don't think so. I don't think so. Mitch McConnell has planned this whole damn thing out. Ever since Obama was elected, this is Mitch McConnell's bullshit. And his deep state Klan rallies he goes to, I think. I do, baby. I think he sits around drinking mint juleps and discussing the events of the day. The poor people. Sen Collins said fairness should not be in jeopardy. Fairness would have been releasing the 90% of the documents that we didn't see. Fairness would be releasing this FBI investigation. Let's find out what the people actually said. We're not talking fair, baby. This vote was already predetermined. They had already made up their mind. Mitch McConnell said it himself. They're going to plow right through it. They don't give a shit about your side. That's that big bomb they dropped when they switched it to a simple majority, baby. It used to be after, what, 61 or something like that? To get a nomination like this through. In your face! 50%, 51%, we win! They don't have to listen to our side. That's what's wrong. That's what's wrong with this whole ball of wax that Mitch McConnell has engineered. He's made it so they don't have to listen to shit. They don't have to agree or compromise or anything with the left. They'll shove it in your face. They got the majority, baby. And that's where we come in. That's where we come in. In just several more weeks. That's where our vote, our voice counts. Because up to now it does not count. They laugh at your protesters out there. What did Donnie call them? Your paid protesters. What Orrin Hatch told them to grow up. Take your little complaints of sexual abuse. We don't want to listen to them. You're a grown woman. Get out of here. Suck it up like every other woman does. Is that the message, Orrin? Suck it up, ladies. We don't want to hear your complaint. Mock them. Marianne Trump Beery. That's Donnie's sister. She's wrapped up in this damn tax scheme fraud crap that Fred Trump left their kids. Yeah, she's one of the kids. That's Donnie's sister. She sits on the Third Circuit Court, federal court. Yeah. Retired Justice Stevens wrote that Kavanaugh disqualified himself for the emotional and angry testimony. That's what a former Supreme Court justice said about this guy's nomination. Should he be on the court? No, because he does not have the temperament. Not because he may have molested a girl when he was in high school. Not because he lied about the drinking. Not because he lied about receiving stolen property. All that's okay. But he showed his emotions in that hearing, and it disqualifies him. He is biased. He's going to be biased on, you bet your ass. He's biased. He's got it in. So what are we supposed to do? Trust him? Are we supposed to trust it's changed, baby. For the next generation. Ain't a damn thing we can do. They've stacked the lower courts because of all those filibusters that they blocked Obama from doing. They have stacked the judiciary all the way to the top. Want to sue? Yeah, good luck with that shit. Put your motions forward and state your brief and move along. Well, Mike Pence comes out. He says China is interfering with the elections and they're doing it to undermine Donnie. Y'all better stop that. Oh my goodness, I'm going to sick Jesus on you. I don't know what else he said. Are you shitting me? Now you come out. Now you're going to come out and scream about some foreign country interfering in our election. You didn't have a damn problem with it when Russia was trying to help Donnie. But now China is working against Donnie. So you're going to get out there, Mike, just like the weasel you are, and proclaim, oh my God, we got to stop the Chinese. The Chinese own our ass. Most of our debt is held by China. Most of the goods we buy are from China. You want to know who's pissing China off? Donnie, baby, Donnie the dictator. Yep, trying to undermine Donnie. What China is doing makes Russia look small. Pales in comparison, Mike Pence said. How do you know, Mike? Donnie said it didn't happen. Donnie stood right there next to Putty and said, I don't know how I could believe that. How could I believe that Russia did that? Putty here just told me in a very forceful way that they didn't. And Donnie groveled and showed himself to be a traitor. And now wants to scream about China. Irony, baby. Screaming about China. Somebody ought to slap the fire out of you, Mike Pence. Because China is getting brave, baby. Their ships and airplanes been coming mighty close to us. They're kind of puffing up over there in South China Seas, where they've been making their own little islands over there with their own bases over there. We've always opposed that shit and getting a little puffy there with them. So what's this trade war going to do to amplify that little situation? Donnie doesn't care. He's got a master plan, just like North Korea, Because North Korea's going to give up all their nukes. Are you shitting me? They haven't given up squat. 60, I hear they have, Donnie. 3.7% unemployment, lowest since 1969. Thank you very much, President Obama. Look at the charts. The decrease in the unemployment rate during the Trump time is minuscule, leveling off to a smaller degree than the big jump that Obama gave it. And you want to thank anybody for the prosperity in this country, you can thank that man. Because that's the man that turned it around from the last idiot Republican that was in there. W. Remember when we all thought he was the worst? No. This guy's setting his sails for a long time, baby. He's out in another rally. I swear we pay him for nothing but to go to freaking rallies. That's all he does. Go out there and spread his hate. Because there ain't a damn thing coming out of his mouth that speaks to the rest of the country. And we are the majority. Let me remind you of that. We are the majority in this country. There has never been a more screaming voice for this blue wave to come up. For you to get out and mobilize and motivate other people to get out and vote and make sure that they are in this fight. This is the last option that we have. The last best hope for our future lies on November 6th. And that's when we make the difference. That's when our voice is heard. Because our voice is not being heard up there in the Senate, in the House. We're getting it thrust in our face, flipping us the bird, telling us to kiss their ass. They're going to do whatever the hell they want to. And when we get power back, baby, that's the wine. That's how I want it. I don't want to reach across the aisle. I want to shove everything right back in their face. I have no more compassion for trying to get along with the other side. Are you shitting me? No. They've been shoving it to us for what, 10 years now? It's time we took this shit back, baby. That's all I'm saying. We keep this shit up, something like Handmaid's Tale. You can see that shit off in the distant future. It's coming. They've got a Supreme Court that they can do anything with. By the way, I want to thank everybody for reminding me, and I do get absent-minded some days. I had to get water the other day because we haul water out here to drink. And checked my post office. And so they're right there next to each other. And when I was thinking about my frame, and there was a Hobby Lobby right there, so I went in there to price frames. I did not buy a frame. I was pricing them. But I made comment on that, and everybody jumped my ass saying, don't go to Hobby Lobby. Thank you for that, because no, I won't go buy my frame there. And I do remember why. And I like to think to myself that I would have remembered that before I went and bought it, because I've ranted about that shit before. And hopefully it would have come back into my mind. But I want to thank y'all for pointing that out to me. I do not take offense to somebody that says, hey, John, you made a mistake, baby. I'm human. I make mistakes. But when I make one, I have always tried to stand up and make it right as best I can. And that's all we can ever do in life. Ain't none of one of us perfect, baby. Because if we was, somebody would be trying to nail your ass to the cross. Anyway, Dog and Pony Show is over. We have a new Supreme Court Justice. And we're going to move from here. That's not an inspiring ending right there. I'm saddened by it. I'm disgusted by it. In the pendulum swings, baby. And what's that? The arc of turns towards justice. It's a long arc. We'll have to bend it back, baby. That's all we'll have to do. But it's going to be a long time before we do. So to this whole ball of wax that we just went through is for nothing. I can't imagine how Dr. Ford feels. I know how I'd feel. Not good. Anyway, it's Friday, baby! Let's don't get too damn depressed. We got a lot to do between now and November 6th, and that's what it's all about. You want your voice heard. Are you tired of this shit? If you're as tired of it as me, of having the Republican bullshit thrown in my face, their tax cuts, the way they've cut the health care, everything they've done, all the rules and regulations they've tossed out of the way for business to make more profit. All of that. Stay angry about it. Stay mad. March into that booth and vote, baby. Vote like you've never voted before, because we need you. Like, share, and subscribe. John Bernavaux, Blue Dot in Texas on YouTube. John Bernavaux on Facebook. John Bernavaux Speaks, Blue Dot Family. Go back over there. They have reached over 6,000 now. And well on their way to, they had a lot of activity over there. I see their conversations going back and forth between the admin over there and I don't have anything to do with that page, but I love to watch the bantering back and forth of what they have, because they get trolls over there and they deal with them very well. Anyway, go over there and like that page and all that stuff. Blue Dot in Texas on Facebook, that's fine. At Blue Dot in Texas on Twitter, out my truck window, and anywhere else we can. We are on River Watch still. The river's up another foot. They adjusted the graph on the computer, and I looked up, and sure enough, shit, it's up higher in my backyard. So, but don't worry, we still got a long way before I have to start picking shit up in this shop, and I hope I don't have to get to that point. But we're watching it on a daily basis. It's up to 21.9 or something like that, fixing to hit 22. Or we'll see what happens. But be earnest, baby. It's Friday. So y'all enjoy. We'll see y'all later. Bye.